I'm Donnie. I work in education.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I work in Birds World. Hi, I'm Noel. I work in Children's Zoo.
Hi, I'm Nick. I also work in Children's Zoo.
Hi, I'm Grace. I work in Little Birds.
Hi, I'm Mary. I work in education.
Hi, I'm Azari. I also work in education.
So we are checking in with our teen ambassadors tonight, and they're going to just tell us a little bit more about our hatch program that we have going on. We have some wood turtles getting fed, so I'm just going to be asking them some questions, and we're going to learn more about our turtle friends here. So what exactly are we doing here with these turtles?
So currently our turtles are being fed. They usually get pellets and turtle gel.
And right now you can see some of them eating, some of them are slightly trying to escape, but they will start eating the pellets. And the turtle gel, you can see it kind of here, it's a little bit dissolved, but that does not stop them from eating it at all. They definitely eat it right until it's all gone. So.
Yeah, so why are we head starting these turtles? Can anyone explain why we're doing that?
Well, if these turtles were in the wild right now, they would be hibernating and not growing at all because they'd just be bunkering down for winter and trying their best to survive. So this allows for them to grow during the winter. And we feed them so that then when we release them back to the wild, they're much more ready to be, like adult turtles and to reproduce and keep up the species.
Exactly, and our hatch program works with these turtles specifically because they are endangered in Massachusetts. So our conservation team is able to bring us baby turtles, and our teen ambassadors work with them until they get really big through the turtle gel and the pellets, and then we're going to release them again in May. So does anyone want to tell us a little bit more about the duties with the turtles?
Yeah, so on Tuesdays, what we do is we do a water change of their tank. So this is their tank right here. You can see it has like all these greens and some rocks. And so we change the water. It usually takes about an hour or so. And on that day, we also weigh all of them. And we also feed them, just like we're doing right now.
Awesome. And an interesting comment, Nora has asked, what is in the turtle gel? So,
Isn't it pellets?
yeah, and
The turtle gel is made up of some aquatic plants, a little bit of fish, and just generally like other things they would find in their environment. It's just been kind of frozen and blended together. When we actually serve it to the turtles, we actually cut it up into small pieces, so it's actually edible for them. They won't have a hard time eating them. But as a result, they kind of like dissolve in the water. But as you heard from Mary earlier, that's okay.
awesome. Yeah, and you can see the turtle gel here dissolving, and that's going to happen as our wood turtles here are moving throughout. So we feed them, we do water changes. What else do we do with the turtles here? So we weigh our turtles, and we're able to weigh our turtles by identifying them through their scoots. So if someone wants to pick them up.
Yeah, so if you can see on this turtle, it has sort of a, what's the word?
Notch.
A notch right here. So when you count, we start from right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it also has one on this 5. So what we do is we add it together, and so this turtle is turtle number 9. So in that way we can track kind of what it weighs from week to week, and we can see if he's growing.
Awesome. And Katie Cashman watching has asked, do they have names yet?
They do not have names yet. We're currently in the process of naming them. We all get to name one of them, but I have not come up with my name yet.
I know I'm going to name one of mine Anthony. I'd like to put that out there. So definitely one of them is going to be named Anthony.
Mine will probably be named something Star Wars themed or Taylor Swift.
We got another really interesting question here from Nora. She asked, is their water cold?
So their water is not too cold. The average temperature that we keep their water is from 78 to 80 degrees.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to perfect when you're doing the water changes because you have to kind of switch the water from hot and cold in order to get it like perfect. But it takes a while for it to fill, so in that time you can like adjust the temperature and get it to like the perfect degrees, which is, like Azaria said, 78 to 80.
We also have to put some dechlorinator back in their tank here because we do use tap water. But the dechlorinator makes it safe for our turtles to swim and feed in that water there. So we got another really interesting question. Thank you for watching, Sean. Can you feed them fish food? And that's a really interesting question. We do not feed them fish food. These are wild animals, and we want to keep them wild as we're head starting them. But they get kind of these pellets that you see and that turtle gel. So that aquatics, the pellets, and some other things.
And as they get older, sometimes they're fed crickets.
And that kind of stimulates like what they would eat in the wild. And the things inside the pellets and the turtle gel, like that's all stuff they would kind of get from the wild too.
Awesome. So what is everyone's favorite part about taking care of the turtles? I'll start with Azaria here.
Honestly, I just love interacting with them. Watching them swimming around is pretty fun.
I like the water changes, which I know they take a while and they're not super popular, but I think they're fun.
I like just watching them eat. They're swimming around a lot. It's a long activity.
Awesome.
Yeah, I also really like watching them, like, they're just climbing on each other, trying to escape. It's just really fun.
What do you like about working with the turtles, Donnie?
Well, I was kind of saying that I actually enjoy more or less the same thing as Nick. Watching them kind of scamper around on top of each other is pretty fun.
Awesome.
I like figuring out, like, identifying the different turtles. Sorry, I like identifying the different turtles. It's kind of like, you know, the notches. It's really interesting to try to see which one's which.
I like watching them grow, especially working with turtles last year, and I could see like gradually how big they get. I think it's really cool how we got like a new batch of them, and like just watching them week by week grow bigger and bigger. I think that's the best part for me.
Awesome. So I'm going to head back to our turtles here. And then we have a few more questions that we might be able to get to. Sue has asked, do they sleep underwater or out of the water? And actually, they're going to kind of pop their heads right above the surface. And you can see in the tank here, we have some surfaces where they can go if they would like to bask. But we also have some underwater plants. And you can see them mostly kind of sticking their heads up through there. And that's where they're kind of sleep and they're kind of just stay there for the night. So thank you for that question. And Sean had another good question of how to distinguish their sexes. We're not actually able to distinguish their sexes currently, but our zoo hospital team is going to help us before we release them back into the wild. So I want to thank everyone for watching today's Zoo to You, and thank you for meeting our teen ambassadors here.